Hey, what's going on? Coach Luca here, and this is gonna be like a coaching corner on something that I think a lot of people either are doing or working towards, which is a chin-up. So today we're gonna talk more about the chin-up than the pull-up, but really the philosophy on those are the same, and like the big mistakes that I see so many people make that seem like it's not a big deal, but they really, really are. And you know, a lot of I would say I've seen and heard of a lot of people tweaking their neck doing chin-ups, but also obviously getting shoulder issues, a lot of time elbow issues. So one of the things I'm gonna like do a chin-up like how many people do it, from the back, then turn around, do one from the front, so you guys can see. And then we're gonna kind of break down the form and look at some stuff that we can improve on this to make it way, way, way better. Okay, so one from the back, all right? Many of the time you'll see those elbows be close and that head go forward to touch the neck to the chin. Okay, so see this from this side, elbows are gonna go down and dump, and my neck is gonna go over that bar, right? Sometimes it's even, like I would say, I've done it so many times, it's hard for me to do it wrong. But what you're gonna see is, on that chin-up position, number one, as a person hangs, they're going to extend their low back, and then they're going to drive the elbows down and back and get the forward head posture, but it's gonna look like this. Okay, so this will be the top of the chin-up position. So there's a number of things that's happening there that we do not want, okay? Number one, if I keep the elbow close to my body and drive it straight down and back, look at what's happening to my shoulder. It's flying forward, right? The humerus is flying forward and my shoulder blade is dumping down, right? Which is not great for the shoulder, period. And also it turns some of the lats off, essentially, okay? Number two, when I push my head forward, I'm cranking, I would say, that levator scapulae muscle here, and just cranking this tissue at the back. And it's also changing the position of my rib cage, which is stressing the shoulder even more. And then number three is I'm usually extended, meaning most people don't have their core engaged to stay nice and neutral here with their spine, right? And it's not just the neck, obviously the neck's really important, but it's also their low back, they'll be arch, right? So now that's driving a bad position for the shoulder. So it's like three different things that's really cranking on the shoulder and the neck, right? And we're not getting the muscles to work as much as we want to. So in this next variation, or should I say correct position, here I'm gonna just show you guys standing here what I'm gonna do before I do the chin up. So number one, I really like to step off for a pull up or chin up off of a box to set my core up. So you guys will see what I'll do there. Number one. Number two, keeping a neutral kind of neck position. It doesn't have to be crazy packed, but just neutral. Think like somebody's pulling you by a string, okay? So now I got a nice tall position here. And instead of driving keeping the elbow super close, I'm gonna go out a little bit. Notice that space. I'm gonna give my shoulder some space here. I'm gonna pull out a little bit, and I'm gonna drive my elbow down. So instead of it flying back, I'm gonna drive it straight down, okay? So now we're gonna get core engaged, neutral position of neck. Obviously my low back is gonna be in a better position. My elbow's gonna drive out to the side a little bit, and I'm gonna drive them straight down. So, and I'm gonna do the step off, especially whether it's body weight or whether it's I would say, a weighted variation, same thing. So I would be here, step off, get that core on, pack the chin, elbows out a little bit, and I'm not reaching with the neck, okay? And what you'll find is that not only are your pulling muscles working more, your core is in a better position, your shoulder's not gonna get cranked, my neck is definitely, my levator scapula is definitely not getting cranked. So I'll do this one from the back too. I'm not gonna do the step off here, but you guys will see the same thing. Imagine that I'm stepping forward, neutral position. Elbow straight down. Now, if you're working towards, I would say, one chin up or working up the numbers, and if you're doing that with a band, you're doing that with any type of assistance, same thing goes. Because when you strain like crazy, and you've seen this a lot, right? Like people go up into the chin up, they end up in this position. And it just reinforces bad patterns, reinforces, things that people say things like, oh, this is banging up my shoulder. But a lot of times it may just be the proper form. So work on those, whether it's for you, whether it's your clients. Make sure that you're looking at those 3 to 4 different things that we just covered and implementing them. And it will be harder, but you'll get better results. You'll be, say, injury-free and won't have the joint issues. And because of that, your performance is going to improve. See you in the next Coach's Corner. Coach Luca, peace out.